They told me they did. Yeah, the Brexiters. They told me. Trying to convince me they did to vote for Brexit. Yeah, they said we'd get rid of a whole swathe of regulation and we'd be able to trade more easily. That's what they told me. Well, we just had another U-turn, another climb, Dan. Holding on to the CE mark. Yeah, indefinitely. Apparently it was going to be gone, it was, in 2024, but no, in their wisdom they decided they're going to get rid of it. Yeah, so much for sovereignty, more like magic mushrooms and, unicorns. Well, the government has decided that they're going to, not postpone, but they're going to recognise the CE mark. You know, the EU CE mark. The health and safety mark, the product certification. You know, like your kids' toys and what have you. So they don't choke to death. That kind of thing. And lead paint and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we want to keep them alive as long as we possibly can. After all, they are the future. And looking at the current past lot, I'm a little bit more hopeful. Yeah, we need kids with brains, you know. Anyway, not one's poisoned by lead and choked to death on some kind of plastic toy. Well, I checked the government website. I did, yeah. It says there, the business department. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, is it a business for? Department for Business and Trade. Who's the secretary? Oh, that's Kerry Baddock. Yeah, she'll say it's not because of Brexit. She'll say, or something like that. That's what she normally does. Well, it says here, the business department announces indefinite CE mark recognition beyond 2024. Oh, what did they say before? Okay. Well, they kicked can down the road. Last November they did. Yeah, because, the 2024. And now they're saying, well, we're going to stick with it now. They get us all excited, all hot under the collar and that. We're going to get rid of this EMA. Bonfire regulations, they said. Well, Jake Rees-Mogg did, yet he did actually postpone import checks last year as well, saying it was a benefit. Yeah, that'll help businesses and save money. Okay. How come they're still there? They're still there and they still say stupid things. Well, as a part of the government's drive for smarter regulation, we're going to stick with the old one. The extension will cut business costs. There you go again. It's going to cut business costs. That's what they said last time. And required to place products on the market and benefit consumers. Now, let's be honest here. It's not as simple as that. No. I'll tell you what it'll do, though. It will allow companies in the EU to export their goods easier into the UK. Undermining and cutting off other British businesses. Yeah. But what I want, though, is it's not going to help or allow British businesses to export into countries that recognise the CE mark. No, I'll explain in a mo. Well, it follows extensive engagement with the industry, they said. Yeah, basically the industry said, what the hell do you think you're doing? You're going to shut us down overnight, that's what they said. Yeah, so they had to do something, because no one was going to get on top of this UKCA Mark, and how many companies and businesses are already spent millions and millions and millions of pounds wasted? Are they going to sue the government now? Huh? Millions of pounds they've spent on doing testing. Okay, some of it is recognition and stuff, where you just do like a certificate. We used to be able to with the CE mark. My daughter, for instance, made toys, and all she had to do is burn one, and report that. Yeah, and it's a self-declaration to fill in the form, and then you get your CE mark. That's what my daughter's done with her crochet stuff. But other stuff has to be tested, and has to go through rigorous testing. To be exported into the EU. Well, that testing's got to be done in the EU. So you're going to have to get a representative in the EU to sort that all out for you. Sounds expensive. Yeah, sounds very expensive. Well, so in the old Guardian, which they call it, it's a lefty, yeah, Guardian reading tofu, Guardian reading tofu eating wokerati. Ain't that what, Sue Ellen Braverman said, the Home Secretary, is what she said, yeah, in the Conservative Party conference. Well, in this this woke paper, apparently, they've missed a lot of the details, though, and I haven't found it anywhere. What I've just basically said to you, it might allow you to import stuff and maybe re-export it, as long as you haven't changed it, back into the EU. But they ain't going to allow you to make something in the United Kingdom and send it abroad without it getting checked and tested. No. Added costs, pricing you out of the market. Why would you buy something from the United Kingdom when you can buy it cheaper in the EU? Not going to do it, are you? Not unless you're stupid. Well, I know who was stupid. Oh, no, the Brexit. They put the cross in the wrong box like they did back in 2016. Oh, the damage they've done to the country. Well, in this article by Joanna Partridge, she doesn't mention any of this, what I just told you. The UK will retain the EU's product safety mark indefinitely in the latest climb down from proposed post-Brexit changes. Yeah, after the government bowed to pressure from the industry and manufacturers. Yeah, they're being caught by the short and curlies again. The Brexiters they have. Yeah. So the CE mark, there's a conformity European mark, is used by the bloc to certify that a wide range of items from electrical goods and construction materials to medical devices and toys meet the safety standards. Why do you think many banks have left the United Kingdom? It's because of regulation, you see, banking regulation and licensing and what have you, memorandum of understanding and all that sort of stuff. That's been ripped away from them, so they've had to split their businesses up and not necessarily relocate, but take a chunk of their business and move it into the EU so they could still operate. Okay, they've got the money and the longer to do that, but they're still going to charge you. That's what they do, you know. If there's a cost in the business, ultimately, the customer always pays. Well, the businesses had called on the government to extend the use of the CE mark, saying that forcing them to meet the new UK rules, which would initially duplicate EU product standards. Don't forget also that we rolled over all the laws, you see. But they were things that were certified before Brexit. Yeah? All the laws and the rules, everything, that was all before Brexit. But a lot of stuff in the EU has been made and certified and registered for use, blah, 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 blah. And that stuff is now, well, it's okay to be exported into the UK now, but you couldn't before. And the stuff in the UK that had been registered before Brexit is probably still okay to export. But not new stuff. So Stephen Phipson, the chief executive of Make UK, it's like a trade body it is they do industry papers and stuff. And I read a lot of industry papers. Oh my god, yeah, it's all boring. Oh, dear me. So the trade body representing the manufacturer said it had been lobbying the government to retain the CE mark. He called the indefinite delay a pragmatic and common sense decision that manufacturers will very much welcome and support. At least now, manufacturers in the UK who were going to continue selling in the EU have only got to get their certification done once, not twice. Which makes a lot more sense. So they will save money. But where are we going to get the product certification done in the UK for the EU? Now, I read back then that they expected this product certification to be done in the EU by either a representative, depending on what it is, or an actual company that does that sort of stuff, you know, does all the testing and stuff. So, like usual, it's going to be portrayed, isn't it? We're going to hear it all over the news today and what have you, and tomorrow and the next day and next day. How wonderful this is. Benefits of Brexit and all that. They'll say something stupid like that. Oh, we weren't able to do this because while we were in the EU. Or there'll be some crazy, mind-numbing oxymoron going on there. No bunch morons, you could say. But quite frankly, this is just getting painful. I follow this so closely, and it's getting painful. And because I followed from the beginning, I kind of understand how it works. Well, I hope I do. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that we're going to have to get stuff tested in the EU. It just makes sense. Because that was the case with the UK. Well, the UK... So what's the point as well? It obviously makes sense to get rid of the UK CA mark. It makes no sense at all. Better off to have the CE mark, obviously. It's irrelevant. No one recognises it. It's only good for an internal market. And they were a part of the CPTPP who recognises the CE mark. How are we going to trade with these countries if we haven't actually got the right certifications in place? Of course we're going to kick the can down the road. But you're still going to have to get the stuff tested. They might not be quite so worried. They might just say a little CE mark on there, and that'll be enough for them over there, because they've got no real way of checking that it's valid. But for exports into the EU, that might be a different kettle of fish. So anyway, I just find the whole thing, like I say, painful. You tell me, how do you find all this? I just find it's going to be one U-turn after another. Oh my giddy aunt, I just thought poor old Nigel Farage, he's going to be saying, oh, this is Brino, Brexit in name only. That's what he's going to say. Well, Sodom. It is a benefit, but not a benefit of Brexit. It's just sticky plaster. It's better than having nothing at all, because that's what you got left. We would have had with this UKCA mark. You would not have been able to export at all, unless you actually had 2 marks. Double the expense, double the costs. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. And I do read your comments, but you probably already know. But boot the old like button because it helps the channel, you know. And maybe subscribe. Yeah. And the little bell icon, because then, you know, I might, read your comments as well. You'll get notifications every time I upload the video. But I do read your comments, but you probably already know. But please comment down below. Oh my god. Ta-ta. Oh my god.